All right, so today's trading session went pretty well today. I took 2 trades in total on my 10 PA Apex accounts. So I want to go and recap the exact trades I took. So hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two from this video and compare your trades to mine, what I saw and what you saw on today's trading session. So anyways, as you can see, just to show you the P&L today, ended up making just under $1,800 in my 10 PA Apex accounts. As you can see, I took 1 trade, made $281 in 5 of my accounts. This is on gold. Then my other trade I took on NASDAQ and I made $69 in my other 5 accounts. So for those of you that don't know how I trade, it's a very simple strategy. Step 1 is to establish a trend. You want to think of it as, let's say you're a surfer. You want to go with the wave. You don't want to go against the wave if you're trying to surf. You want to ride the wave, right? It's the same thing as a trader. So if we go into the first trade I took, as you can see, this is on gold. And on my left here, I'm on a 5-minute time frame. Now when gold first opened up, as you can see, the trend was down pretty much all night. We got this pop up, right? And on this pop up, as you can see, since we're still under our EMA and the VWAP, I was only looking for shorts, right? It wasn't until we get above the EMA, above the VWAP, where I can look for longs, right? Which we got some opportunities later in the day. Now, as I said, right, when I first woke up at my computer, it was around this time at like 7 my time. I knew what the trend was, right? Because we're trading below these 2 lines. Now, if we go to the next step, right? Step number 2 is I want to wait for confirmation. I don't want to just enter the trade right away, right? I want to wait for those confirmations. So, you know, going back to a surfer analogy, right? They don't take every wave out there. They want to make sure the wave is good. They want to make sure that they're going to be able to ride the wave. The wave's not all going to crash at once. The wave doesn't look big and then it kind of fakes out. So that's another thing I'm looking for. So if we go back to the chart, as we can see, the main confirmations I'm looking for is I want to see some kind of red Heikin-Ashi candles. This is a 2-minute time frame on the right here. And I also want to see this MACD start crossing into a sell signal, right? This blue line to cross down, the histogram to start turning red. As you can see, once this candle closed right here, this is where I went ahead and entered the position. We can also go to my Discord. We can see I was saying GC trend is down, so I'll be interested in shorts unless we break 2430. This is what the 5-minute time frame looked like. And then at 7:27, I said starting to get interested. We'll just be waiting on entry confirmations. More of a scalp since support isn't too far away. Okay, so this is at 7:27 my time. So if we go back to the charts, as we can see, let me just zoom in here, right? I put that message out right on this candle right here. Basically 2 candles later, I got my confirmations. I got the MACD cross. I got the confirmation candle. And this is where I went ahead and entered my trade short. Again, this is a scalp because we were close to this support. Okay, so there was support down here. So I was treating this more as a scalp. Now going back to the last step of this, making sure the wave is good, all looks good, enter the wave, about to stand up on the wave, right? Step number 3 is managing the trade. So this is where, you know, I want to make sure I want to get out before the wave crashes, right? I want to ride the wave as long as I can, but I also want to make sure I get out before it crashes, right? Before I go back to break even or it stops me out. So anyways, as we can see, if we go back to the charts, I got in around 24.19 or so. We ended up dropping straight down to 14, solid 6 points on gold, which is pretty good. I ended up getting around 4 points out of this trade in total. I ended up trimming at 15, mainly just because 15 is the whole psych level. We're most likely to hit the whole psych level, so that's just where I had a limit order to sell. It was also in our support range, so that's where I went ahead and took the trade off and took my profits. As you can see, I said, boom, easy trade. Fully out now for a 4-point scalp. Now, the second trade I took was also a scalp. I wasn't planning on scalping it when I first took the trade, but as I was in step 3, right, managing the trade, you know, I realized the wave was probably about to crash, so it made me want to get out early. So keep in mind, you can do that in trading, right? You don't have to stick to your original plan. Things can change, right? Based on the conditions, based on what the market is doing, based on what the wave is doing, okay? So going back here, as you can see, basically the trade I took, I was on NQ. I saw the trend was up, right? Very easy to spot. We're above our EMA, we're above our VWAP. I'm just waiting for a pullback to get in long. Now, if we go to the right here on the 2-minute time frame, right, I'm going to zoom in here. We eventually got that pullback, right? We didn't really get a pullback here. We eventually got that pullback. And what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a green candle and a MACD cross, right, on a long signal. So if we zoom in here, as you can see, we end up getting that MACD cross and that green candle right here. This is where I went ahead and entered my position long. I believe I got in at around 51 or so. Keep in mind, these are Heikin-Ashi candles. These aren't regular candles, but we ended up going up around 10 points or so. Now, there was something that scared me that made me get out of the trade a little bit earlier. If we go to the normal candles, you'll be able to see it. As you can see, we end up going up like, a quick 10 points, and then we dropped down with pretty good volume. So this scared me a little bit. So I literally just set a limit order on 55. I was like, I want to get out of this trade. I want to pull out of the wave. And that's where I fully got out for like a 4 or 5 point scalp on NQ, which again, I was just trying to exit the trade, right? I wasn't really trying to make money on this trade anymore. That selling did scare me. We ended up going up a little bit more than we sold off. Then we eventually wound up going up to new highs later in the day. So I could have took this trade later on in the day. As you can see, we got another MACD cross. We're still above VWAP. We're still above our 5-minute EMA. But usually I don't like to take more than 2 trades in a day. So I went ahead and just walked away and called it a day for a nice $1,800 profit day. So anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up my trade recap for the day. Real quick before you go, if you guys want to join our free Discord community, that'll be linked in the description below. We'd love to have you inside. I post my levels every single day on NASDAQ and S&P 500. Inside of here, we also have all kinds of other members you can network and talk to as well. And also, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be mentoring another group of action takers and showing them how to become a profitable day trader from complete scratch over the next 30 days. If you're interested in joining my private coaching program, joining this private group, all you have to do is go over to my Instagram account and just DM me the word trading, and I'll send you all the details. I just want to ask you a few questions to make sure you'd actually be a good fit to join us inside this private group. So if you are interested in working together over the next 30 days, like I said, this is going to be a very private and small group I'm putting together. I finally have more time to help more people. So again, if you're interested in working together, all you have to do is click on the second link in the description below, go over to my Instagram account, DM me the word trading, and I'll send you all the details from there. With that being said, guys, as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know how your trading day went, or if you have any questions for me in the comments below. With that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow inside my Discord and another trade recap video.